Yeah, I think it's the pressure that they're able to put you under, especially with the bat. I think on a surface day one that was offering enough for our bowlers. The way I think Harry played in that first innings was outstanding. I think credit where credit's due to play in the way that he did. Just puts you under pressure from ball one, play some incredible shots that you don't necessarily see, from other teams around the world. So, I think the attacking nature, we've seen it time and time again. And I guess, after the first innings, to be in the position we were, I thought we actually did a decent job and bowled pretty well, considering the one partnership that they had. And then, obviously with the bat, to be under pressure, 5 down, I think, overnight, sort of put us on the back foot a little bit. And credit to them, I thought they bowled fantastically well and got enough out of the surface.
How hard was it to maintain those partnerships, or to try and build partnerships in that circumstance? That seemed like one of the what's difference in the team. And you saw with Latham and Tom towards the end of 96 kind of gave it a bit of pep, but it was too little too late. Yeah,
that's what we speak about as a batting unit, is being able to put partnerships together and partnership after partnership. And a few of us got some starts, which is positive, but it's important when you get a start is trying to make a significant contribution. And unfortunately, most of us weren't able to do that on the wicket, where it was probably potentially playing close to its best today. So I think, as you said, the way Tom came out and played, to score a fantastic 100 like that, to play his style, nice and attacking, nice and aggressive, and put them under pressure at times. So we've certainly seen that we can do that when even when our back's against the wall. So hopefully we can head to Hamilton, and if we are able to get into a position of strength, that we're able to put the foot on the throat and put them under a little bit of pressure too.
Do you think the current circumstances require change in personnel for that third test?
We'll have to wait till we get to Hamilton, decide what the surface is potentially doing. So I guess those conversations will be had once we get to Hamilton.
If you get there and you see the surface and Mitch Santner looks like an option, does Tim enter into the selection conversations at all, or is he guaranteed to play next weekend?
Again, we'll have to wait and see and find out what the best makeup will be and what we believe the best side is, for that third test.
How have you felt watching Tim bowl in the first 2 tests of this series?
Yeah, he's been good. He's obviously been put under pressure like all bowlers. I think you look here, he bowled pretty much all his overs into the wind. There's been some stiff winds over the last couple of days, so we certainly know the role that he plays in the side. Not necessarily getting the wind. He's done it for many years for us before, where he's trucked into that southerly or into that northerly. So again, he potentially get another opportunity when we come to Hamilton. So we'll have to wait and see.
How did it feel for you as captain out in the field yesterday? When they seemed to be scoring readily, and it felt like the game was almost, you guys were passengers almost.
Yeah, I think it's hard, the nature of the way that they play. So far ahead in the game. From an effort point of view from the guys, was certainly proud of the way that they kept trucking in. Their attitude towards things was, as we speak about, as trying to keep our attitude and stick to our style as best we can. And it's certainly hard when they're that far ahead of the game, and the nature of the way that they play. Is certainly a challenge.
I know you prefer always to look forward at the present rather than the past, but is there any sense at all in the energy and emotion that it took to win that series in India, the way you did, sort of took maybe a bit more out of you guys than maybe you even realised at the time?
I don't think so. It's a sort of a different squad, a few different personnel in this team. So, look, we came here to this series with high hopes of trying to play our brand of cricket and try to stick to that as best we can. And certainly throughout this game, we know we haven't been at our best. And credit to England, I think they've played fantastically over the last couple of days. And I guess the beauty is we've got an opportunity in a couple of days, or when we get to Hamilton, to keep showing those Kiwi characteristics that we have. We keep fighting, we keep showing up for each game, and as always, we'll turn up to Hamilton and looking to win a game of Test cricket. So we'll obviously reflect on this one. It does hurt. As I said, we know we haven't been at our best, so we'll reflect on this and then move forward into Hamilton.
Tom, opening partnerships haven't been, I guess, great this year. How hard is it, when you're finding yourselves one down pretty quickly, more often than not?
Yeah, I think from an opening point of view, you want to get the team off to a good start. Certainly acknowledge that we hasn't necessarily had the partnerships that we would like. It is a challenge up at the top when the ball is moving, but I guess that's the nature of our job. It's we want to get the team off to a good start, and we certainly acknowledge that hasn't been the case. So, me and Dev are certainly both working as hard as each other to keep looking at our games, keep looking at ways to improve, and hopefully we can do that next game.
Yeah, about to be at the end of a big year of Test cricket. Obviously, there's no tests after this until July next year. There's uncertainty around who the coach will be by then. Is it hard, does that create any awareness and that you're having to think about the short term? I don't even know what I'm asking there.
No.
But there's not a lot. There's a big gap after this next test before there's any more Test cricket. Does that make you even more willing to stick with what you've got right now?
Yeah, look, we know we've got one more Test match, and whenever it is in a few days' time. So, we'll head there and we'll pick the team that we believe is best to win that Test match. So, I said it before, we'll have to wait until we get to Hamilton to see what conditions are like. But as always, every game we head in there and we try to pick the best 11 that we believe we need to win that Test match, and Hamilton will be no different.
Just coming back to full circle, but on the field you're talking about going down there and celebrating Tim's last Test. It feels like he's been backed in, pretty much guaranteed to play. I mean, you're going down there saying things like that. Does that suggest the team's already going to happen?
As I said, we will head down to Hamilton and we'll wait and see what we believe the best team is to win that Test match. So, like every Test match, we'll do that again.
How do you get around the younger players who, I guess, aren't as used to losses like this? Is that a job for the older players in the team to put an arm around them and boost their motivation for next week?
Yeah, I certainly don't think we need any more motivating. But I think that's the role of some senior players in the group is to try keep us as level as possible. We know cricket's a funny game. It's a fickle game at times, and that sport. There's winners and losers, and we'll head to Hamilton and we'll train as we usually train. Guys will work on specific things that they want to work on, and we're always trying to learn, whether we win, whether we lose. We're always learning, trying to take learnings from game to game. So, as you said, us as senior players, we'll try keep the group as level as we can, and then we'll go from there.